Money control. 29th of September 2023, China won't give money to new CPEC projects in Pakistan's bankruptcy. Due to Islamabad's non-compliance with its financial obligations and the stagnation of the multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, China has declined to fund new projects in Pakistan. Due to attacks by terrorist organizations in Pakistan, China is likewise concerned about the safety of its citizens employed in the CPEC project. China has given Pakistan approximately $25 billion in investments for the project. The main component of China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, the CPEC, was unveiled in 2013 to make Pakistan the center of the region's economic connections. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, sometimes referred to as One Belt One Road, OBOR/1B1R, in China, is a worldwide infrastructure development plan implemented by the Chinese government in 2013 to invest in over 150 nations and international organizations. Through the CPEC, China gains access to another marine route to the globe by connecting its city of Xinjiang to the port of Gwadar in Pakistan's Baluchistan on the Arabian Sea. With a completion date 2030, the CPEC is projected to cost approximately $62 billion. Given that the project would cross portions of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, POK, India is opposed. Disparities between Pakistan and China. He Lifeng, the Vice Prime Minister of China, visited Pakistan in July to commemorate the project's 10th anniversary. During the visit, the two parties signed the Joint Cooperation Committee (JCC) of the CPEC minutes. Even though the JCC met in October last year, according to reports from Pakistani media, significant disagreements prevented the minutes from being signed. According to the Express Tribune, China has declined to extend the CPEC's collaboration in energy, water management, and climate change. Although the Pakistani government portrays the CPEC as a game-changer, a sizable portion of the populace still harbors hostility. They believe the massive project has marginalized them rather than improved their lives. Why the community is not pleased with Chinese projects. China uses its labor force for most construction projects, relying on locals only to supply sand and gravel. However, according to Pakistani officials, the project has developed more than 1,400 kilometers of motorways and roads, generating approximately 200,000 jobs for the local population. According to the government, the country's national system now has 8,000 megawatts more electricity, relieving the years-long power crisis that Pakistanis had to endure, which has damaged industrial output. Pakistan anticipates that the situation will substantially improve with the completion of the CPEC and the addition of many economic zones and power projects. Reports state that the Chinese at the JCC meeting did not feel the same optimism. Waiting to sign minutes. The 11th virtual meeting of the JCC, responsible for making strategic decisions for the CPEC, took place on October 27, 2018, at the behest of the government led by the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, PMLN, which wished to demonstrate some progress. Differences remained on several subjects, such as the delay in signing the minutes. According to the Express Tribune, China's refusal to further collaboration under the CPEC in energy, water management, and climate change highlights the challenges both sides are facing in deepening the economic ties. China refused to work with Pakistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Gilgit-Baltistan or to promote coastline tourism. It also disregarded Pakistani power companies' financial difficulties, which caused them to postpone paying China. In December last year, local sit-in protests blocked the primary route to the Gwadar port. They want access to power, water, and the sea for fishing, among other necessities. Even though there haven't been any rallies in recent months, the locals' hatred still exists. Although not new, the China-Pakistan disagreement over the CPEC is typically kept under wraps. Pakistan has paid off other lenders, such as Saudi Arabia and the UAE, using Chinese money to solve electricity and connection issues. China has grown more hesitant to make investments in Pakistan over time. According to UN data, China's exports to Pakistan have decreased since reaching a peak of $15 billion in 2017. The trend for materials and produced items has been decreasing. Steel and iron, essential to infrastructure construction, decreased by 40% between 2016 and 2020. The epidemic lockdown and the conflict in Ukraine in the years that followed made things worse. China is worried about terrorist attacks from Pakistan. China's main concern has been the attacks on its labor force while they are working on CPEC projects. In August, terrorists in Gwadar, Balochistan, attempted to abort an attack on 23 Chinese laborers traveling in a bulletproof convoy. Terrorists killed 9 Chinese people in July 2021 in the area of the Dasu hydropower project in northwest Pakistan. Chinese leaders have frequently brought up the security of their citizens in Pakistan with Pakistani authorities. This was one of the significant concerns raised by President Xi Jinping when Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif visited Beijing in November of last year. Attacks have continued occasionally, even though Pakistan has increased security at project sites and in areas where Chinese workers reside. Further uncertainty has been brought about by the disorganized U.S. pullout from Afghanistan in August 2021 and the Taliban's return to Kabul. Due to the country's ongoing economic crisis, Beijing has also re-evaluated its BRI investments globally, particularly its flagship project, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC. Beijing is unlikely to pull out of the massive project given the amount of money it has invested in it, which is also directly related to President Xi's worldview and China's involvement in it. However, in the long run, it would hold Pakistan's government more responsible for each dollar China spends on the CPEC.